Well, the easiest case to prove in the litany of Trump crimes is the documents case. And per Katie Fang on MSNBC and CNN, apparently Trump's defense for that he had the ability to mentally declassify documents. Even he doesn't buy it. Let's have a gander. Oh, this is not what I intended at all. There we go. Well, now I'm going to set it up just a little differently, because that is the second thing I want to talk about. Let's look at Miss Katie Fang right here on CNN. Oh, there we are. Beautiful. Hey, all right.
Breaking news. Trump reportedly caught on tape. Damaging new evidence in the Trump classified documents criminal investigation. CNN is reporting prosecutors have obtained an audio recording of a summer 2021 meeting in which former President Donald Trump acknowledges that he held on to a classified Pentagon document about a potential attack on Iran. The recording indicating Trump understood that he had retained classified materials after leaving the White House. The report adds, on the recording, Trump's comments suggest he would like to share the information, but he's aware of limitations on his ability post-presidency to declassify records.
So, Fang's going to go on with all kinds of things. And I'm sure she'll make great points, and I want to hear what she's got to say, because usually Katie Fang expands in a way that I find interesting. But right there, that's what we need to talk about on the recording. And again, the reason I'm sharing secondhand reporting here is that the firsthand reporting says they've got a recording. Means it's very, very reliable. On the recording, Trump's comments suggest he would like to share the information, but he's aware of limitations on his ability post-presidency to declassify documents. All right, point of contention that I will bring up on defense of Trump. Perhaps when they say Trump's comments suggest, what they mean, they're talking about they're suggesting that he's aware of limitations on his ability post-presidency to yada, yada, yada. Suggesting, but that's not what he really meant. Remember, Trump always will he lies like the rest of us breathe. Truth is not important to him. He's not going to, if he can get out of it by lying about what he was suggesting, he will. But I think it's it's a better interpretation. It's a more accurate interpretation to say that the comments suggest that he would like. That's the part they're talking about. All this means is that Trump acknowledged he didn't have the ability to mentally declassify anything, even though that's what he said. Now, what was that argument ever going to hold up in a court of law? Of course not. A court of law is responsible for saying what the law is and determining if somebody's actions are in accordance with it. If Trump would have rolled into the court and made up a law, like you can mentally declassify documents, the judge would have said, no, you can't, and then the case would have moved on. But this tells us that Trump knew he was lying. Trump was aware that he was lying. Trump never believed that you can mentally declassify documents, because why then would he have an issue there? Yeah, sure, he could say that he was lying to whoever's on the other end of the recording. Sure, and in fact, he might do that. But come on, Trump voters, people who have folks in their community that are Trump voters, show this to them. Show that frame to them. Right there. On a recording Trump made comments that suggest he would like to share information that he had from classified documents, but that he cannot because they were still classified. He said there's limitations on his ability post-presidency to declassify, meaning he acknowledges that he was still holding on to classified documents. Our property. That's your property. That's my property. That was equally your and my property as it was his. And we didn't say he could have them. We have rules in place who say a person can have them. Actually, the only person that could have those documents, we said, was Joe Biden. We already made that determination. Who's allowed to have them? Not Trump. We said specifically as a country that Trump was not allowed to have those documents. So the question you should ask MAGA folks in your community is simply, if this guy's lying about this, and clearly he is, now we really can't deny it. If he's lying about this, what else was he lying about? What's he been lying to his constituents about? Ask them that for your old pal Jake.